Joan Mir in much time. Who will master Motorland? MotoGP, 5 races to go. And the lead into turn 1, but he's wide. Yeah, he's well wide. Morbidelli hugged the inside line, got into the lead briefly. It's a Yamaha second. He rubbed elbows and shoulders with Fabio Quartararo. Toughed it out on the brakes at the first corner. Vinales leads. Look, Nakagami and Dovi's also got a good start. He's made up a couple of decent places. What a first lap then so far for Mir. Started 6. He's in 6th place right now. No way through for Miller on Rins down to reverse corkscrew. 3 green start, as you can see there. Mir going through on Jack Miller. Dovi's made up 5 places. He's up early. He was taken out by Rins on this very corner on lap 1 last year. It's close between his teammate Fabio 14, where Fabio crashed heavily yesterday morning. No dramas on lap 1 here on the Aragon race, but it's Vinales that had down the back straight. Look at that advantage on the opening lap. The best opening lap Mavericks last year. 7/10 of a second. Incredible first lap as well by Alex Rina from 10th to 4th. And Marquez versus Cal Crutchlow got off the line fine, but then seemed to just disappear. He's down 9 places. A lot of work for him to do. He's behind Aleix Spargaro. There is Danilo Petrucci. Just stopped a few. Important is to get into Q2, as he did for the first time yesterday. Was that Mir lining up Miller coming down the hill into turn 2? Just behind him, Quartararo. Here's Jack Miller then. Mir has got to try and find a way through. This on the Aussie. Behind Jack Miller. That let Quartararo get away. And all the time he lost there, just failed to. And Alex Marquez says, thank you very much. Pinches that spot straight back. Yeah, good scrap that between the number 1. I've had to contend with so many years. Marquez, Rins up the inside of Morbidelli, and now he's having to deal with the younger Marquez. Did it time and time again. You just never know what you're going to get from Alex Rins on a Sunday. He was very fast this morning in warm-up. Dribble run to the first corner. He was in 4th place from 10th in sector 1. Now, Maverick Vinales, Quartararo. Quartararo's taken a couple of tenths out of him, and it's Pecco Bagnaia is out of the race. It's been a horrible week. Just compounds Pecco's misery on the dirt very early on while he was trying to fight with the goal of Nakagami and Alex Marquez, who's disposed of Dovi, and is now Morbidelli and Mir. Yeah, Mir's finally got Miller. So now he can start worrying a thing for the Spaniard. Alex Rins has quite comfortably gapped Franco Morbidelli and struggling to go with the top 3. Exchange fast this lap. The quickest man on the circuit right now is Alex Rins in 3rd with a 1:48.40. Kagami's into 7th. Just all the confidence that coursed through his veins after that breakthrough podium. Yes, it was in stunning performances by Alex Marquez. We know the Honda traditionally works well here in Motorland. We've seen how Deva's position that Joan Mir wants to be in at the moment. The number 42, we're on board with him here, and he's closing on Fabio Quartararo. 9.4 from Morbidelli last time around. That was 8 tenths slower than Mir. He was the only man in the lead group that was out of the race, and then just burned up that rear tyre. Rear grip fell off a cliff, didn't it, for Franco Morbidelli? Is he just trying to be a little, maybe because of his front medium tyre option as well? Maybe just waiting a couple of laps to get some heated Rins. Suzuki man trying to get some slipstream behind Fabio Quartararo. Simon, you've got some thoughts on Jack Miller thinking about the end of the race, and I think he's doing a pretty good job of hanging on because those soft rears. The same applies to Dovi as well, who's in 9th place, trying to get into this group, trying to challenge Fabio for 2nd. He's been told to switch to mapping too. Morbidelli really did pick up his pace on that previous time. Maybe he made a mistake when he dropped into those 49s, because either the PB Lati will be strong, the KTMs will be up there as well, as Rins just goes a bit hot into turn 4. Patient here, Alex Rins. Got to bide his time. At the moment, you can see that Maverick Vinales is still 7/10 of a second. It still is. So Rins quickly got on the back of his right, Quartararo, and it's a Suzuki in 2nd, but it's not the one we thought it would be. Alex Rins then, 2nd place out front. In fact, no, the quickest man was Joan Mir of the top 6 in 5th place. That's 10 laps. Good battle this between Alex Marquez and Jack Miller. We used to say that back in the day in Moto3, didn't we? Race in Valencia. Marquez almost on terms with Jack Miller. In fact, he's now going for it. Brilliant idea. And he's got the inside line. He'll hold on to it. The Repsol Honda rider here then in his best ever dry position from Alex Marquez, who's got up the inside of Jack Miller. Jack Miller using that. He's got the inside line as well. The Honda's not exactly a slouch, is it? But look at that. Twisting hard. Marquez just be right back into it as well. Vinales gets his pit bull. Look how close Rins is to the tail now of Maverick Vinales. Set the tire of Vinales and start to really put pressure on Top Gun. Rins has been in this position so many times. Of course, a race winner since Silverstone over a year ago. Top Gun hasn't fought because when he is overtaken, what he can do about it. The questions are going to come here. Crown Mir as well is closing on the 2 Petronas Yamaha riders, Fabio Quartararo and Frank. Little tussle between Marquez and Miller. You can see in the background there, top of your picture, Alex Marquez has been able to streak away. About heading downhill towards turn 14. Is the move coming? An advantage on the Yamaha in that area. He's got Quartararo, Franco Morbidelli, and the two Petronas Yamaha SRT boys. And there's Morbidelli out a little bit wide. The pair of them are out wide. Two for twice to one for John Mir. Napping. Boys then are out of podium mention right now. I reckon the pair of them, they didn't want to give up on the braking zone there. It was a background there. Nakagami's now safely through on Jack Miller in 7th. So it's 3 Ducatis, team 16 onwards, where we're really going to have to pay close attention to those rear tyres. How Morales then looking back at Alex Rins. Nothing with his turn 15. He gets the drive again, you can just see. Pulling a bike length or two on us, comes through on Danilo Petrucci. He's into 10th. Rins gets really close there. And look at Alex Marquez losing as well. We may well here have a Suzuki 1-2 on the case. And in the background, Alex Marquez is through nails for Davide Brivio coming very, very shortly. Alex Rins, when he hit the front in the Red Bull ring, crashed the Rick Vinales. And now, as he got the speed to try and break away from the pack, Alex Marquez is sick of street bike. And there's still 15 laps left here. Fabio first few laps here. Vinales just was out a little bit wide. Oh yeah, again, Quartararo wide. He cannot hold the line at the moment, Fabio Quartararo. Well, he's wide on the brakes and then Fabio Quartararo pretty much from the first lap onwards. So let's try and take some leads at this moment in time. Morbidelli's 4th ahead of Alex Marquez. You do wonder, don't you? 1 second gap back to Nakagami in 7th place. Barcelona, Suzuki had to wait 30. It's going for the inside of Franco Morbidelli. Is Morbidelli yet another victory of the hard-charging Spaniard? Cross place. I'm not too sure many people thought Alex Marquez on the left. Look at that. He absolutely nailed it. And he went round the outside as well, which is pretty brave. Suzuki's launch device is, and that was brilliant there. Cal Crutchlow had a real poor start. Ran way too hot and ran wide. Cal Crutchlow, as the lights went out, it looked device, and it's cost them dearly into turn 1. Absolutely sensational. Cal Crutchlow's ahead of Dovi now. He's up to 9th, so Dovi's dropped another place. Most importantly, another 9th place, and now having to deal with his former factory Ducati and Tech 3 Yamaha teammate Cal Crutchlow. Rider again was Alex Marquez. Sorry, it was actually just Joan Mir by tiny mark 150. Now he's just surrendering World Championship points lap by lap here. But who are behind him are much quicker. Quartararo's been worried about tyre life all weekend, but he's not done a lot of that with Mir ahead of him in 3rd place as well. He's going to have some pace in the second half of the race. Here comes Taka Nakagami. They were on board with Fabio Quartararo. It's been really difficult for Quartararo to get that Yamaha stop. And again, he can't run the tight line. No, he cannot run the Taka Nakagami. So TC2 on his pit board. Is that traction control 2? Is that a second in the top 8? Steve, he's got big bother here because Miller, Dovizioso, Crutchlow, Petrucci's offensive. He's not got the trust in the motorcycle put underneath him right now. See, this is the battle you're looking at for 6th place. And Quartararo could arguably be Tetsuhiro Kawata, Alberto Pucci, the dad of Alex, of course, down there. Watching the Marquez brothers can be, Oso's probably going to swallow him up now on the straight as well. Top of your picture, I think Dobby's got, Quartararo will do well, not just to hang on to the top 10, he might be pushed out of the points here, you know. Place. And now Cal Crutchlow's about to pounce on the number 20 as well. Will he back through the pack? Look at Alex Marquez. Here comes Marquez on Mir. Thought he was going to attack at turn 4. Single point ahead of Joan Mir, but it's potentially going to get much worse for the Frenchman. Oh, it's awesome. I mean, you really do have to take your hat off to Alex Marquez. There are not going to be fighting for a podium in MotoGP. That's exactly the position he finds himself in right now. Got the ride because of his superstar sibling pulling strings inside HRC. Well, he's fully justified MotoGP history. What a ride by Marquez. Coming into that territory soon now, and there's Vinales, then he loses another. But surely Mir will have the edge in top speed. Somehow Maverick Vinales holds on, but here comes Mir, Ibuki, 1-2. The Yamaha just cannot hold the line, can it, in those last couple of corners? We've seen it be a big problem problem. Maverick Vinales respond. He's getting worse for him. Alex Marquez dive bombs him. Absolutely awesome. Vinales, awful couple of corners there. Terrible sequence for Vinales. Looks to the moon, yeah, if they get a 1-2 here. But they've got trouble in the hands of Alex Marquez in the 148. Brilliant by Alex Marquez. I don't think there's been a Suzuki 1-2, so I'll give you an indication of how long ago it was. It might not be yet. Alex Marquez, Maverick Vinales, Taka Nakagami and Jack Miller are having a proper battle further back. Is Fabio Quartararo going to take this? Takeo Yokoyama, well, the HRC technical was a bit of a beast to ride, a bit wayward at times, but Alex Marquez right now working wonders on the RC team. Mazzano has boosted them so much, but the confidence that is for us to be in third. Vinales is now 1.7 seconds down on these guys in the top sodium. Stranger things have happened, and most of those things have happened this year. I guess. Yeah, Rinder's got that gap covered to Mir by about 4 tenths, half a second. This is where I turned very well. Bit of understeer. No problems there is Fabio Quartararo, who somewhat meekly, physical problems all combined and made it an incredibly difficult day for Fabio job by him. Binder's the leading KTM at the moment in 13th. It's been a difficult make a step forward and have a say in things in the top 10. Yeah, there's no repeat of previous top 6 race where we were expecting tyre deterioration to play a major factor. There's Danilo Petrucci. Well, there's going to be no repeat of his brilliance from Q1 to the podium in Le Mans last week, closing on his good friend off circuit, Jack Miller. Crutchlow looking to try and get in the top 8. He'll be furious with 1 9th at the moment. Binder has gone through on Aleix Spargaro. The leading KTM man then is up into 12th. Out front, apps to go. Now this is the time of the round. Up into turn 4. Heat management is. You know, the Honda not particularly famed, is it? For having good tyre life this year in these tricky conditions. Had a few times that shot this year. If he's this close to Joan Mir on the approach to turn, for those Fabio Quartararo will be desperately hoping that Alex Marquez can do him a favour here and try and pinch a few points away from Hazard Rock. So too is Alex Rins as well. You know, he's wasted a couple of big... When he not made that mistake, he was looking like he was going to easily pass the Ducatis in those rain conditions. Well, here it is. It's going to be midway through this corner where you're going to see Alex Marquez try and go through on the inside. Here he goes. Front tyre on, hasn't he? Which at this stage of the race will be hanging in there better than the soft front. Absolutely brilliant by Alex Marquez. Here in Motorland, Marc Marquez has won here the last 3 years. Hunting and pressure building, and from an unlikely source. In the 73 records, former teammates Alex Rins and Alex Marquez. Yeah, I'll tell you what, there was not a lot of love lost between those two back in lost at all. 5 laps to go. Twitch there by Rins down the hill into turn 12, wasn't there? However, to try and win his first MotoGP race, but the fact that it's one of his career-long bitter rival, doesn't it? The gap's 3 tenths at the moment. The gap will be 0.1 by the time they come around. This side choice might be a Marquez masterstroke here. Because he's got that medium front round less as he can carry lean angle as well. Fighting with 2 men ahead of him who clearly are not really the 2 fastest men in this race at the moment are Alex Marquez strong. Wasn't a million miles away from the podium, so that's not any great surprise. We can see Alex Marquez look on the gas coming through turn 11. So he's definitely used up a lot of that soft rear tyre, but how much of an upping down the hill into turn 14, a bit wide on entry there from Alex Rins. Alex Marquez will round off. Laps remaining when we come around next time. World Championship leader Fabio Quartararo, incredibly pensive. Marquez is going to go for it at turn 4. No, he wasn't. He's just continuing to show Alex come then from the rookie. We had a rookie winning earlier this year in Brad Binder. We thought that was special. Alex Marquez, you know, he's using the World Championship. Rins still has the advantage over Alex Marquez. Mir in the background now, 1.1 down. Vinales for Yamaha. Julian Marquez looking on. If you look to the left there, with his comes from Alex Marquez. Down the back straight we go. And on the approach to turn 16, here he comes. A major warning. Look at his father there in the box on the left-hand side of the screen. He's got his head in his hands. It's Alex who's going to be the winner. It's not stopped him, has it? It's not stopped Alex at all. He's a little bit hard again. And Papa Marquez, they're contrasting emotions. Look at this. Alex Marquez running that. We are going to have an 8th different winner in number 36. And Alex Rins got this one covered. has he beaten 10th to first, up 9 places. He made a bunch of those before he even hit the brakes for the first corner, to be fair. And this will taste so sweet for Alex Rins. Born and bred a stone's throw away from this. Well, that certainly applies to this young man who's what now? A lap and 2 corners away from a fake. Do you know what? He'll only be 13 to trouble, rather surprisingly. Now then, turn 7, Alex Marquez, this dive bike lengths. There's not a lot of overtaking opportunities left. Here's one of them down the hill into the reverse corkscrew. And it's still, it's just, you know where he's going to try it. Yeah, turn the last couple of corners. It's the only he's going to try and get in the slipstream of that Suzuki. To get that slipstream on the Suzuki and then try and move up the inside for 3rd place on the factory Suzuki. Has he done enough? Here comes Alex Marquez trying to get every ounce of slip swan covered. He's running a little bit wide, but it will be a famous Rins home victory in Aragon. It's Alex Aragon ahead of Alex Marquez, who gets a dry podium to follow up his one in France as well. Near duck from Alex Marquez, the rookie. Back-to-back podiums for him. And Alex Rins takes Suzuki's first win. Fabio Quartararo, who limps home in 18th place. A nightmare Grand Prix. 4 races to go. Get out of jail free and trade.